Today's Saturday, it's the 18th of January 2025, and I've come down to Nous, one of the original beaches that we used to come to when we lived here in Portals all those years ago, and it's a little bit calmer today. Yesterday I went down to Palma Nova and it was very, very windy, and that obviously affected the sound, so it wasn't so good. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better today. But this is a little beach where we used to come. Well, in fact, we used to live just up the road from here, so it was like our beach. It's changed a lot. There's more sand on the beach now, even though it's some of it's been washed away. There used to be a little pier that went out there, just a very short one. There used to be a man, Jose, who used to look after the sunbeds. But it's still a lovely little cove, really pretty. And there was, in the summer, there was a little beach bar there, but that's gone. I assume it's going to come back next summer, but I don't know. You see, all the beach beds have gone, it's all been cleared. So there's actually two people who have just brought their own beds to come and sit on the beach. If you're in the shade, it's in the shade, away from the breeze, it's not too bad. So we used to live just up that road. That was one of the first places we lived here in Mallorca, when we came in 1985. So yeah, and all of this has changed a lot. This square used to be open to traffic, and now it's been closed off. It's now pedestrianised. Used to be a little gifty sort of shop there. Lovely little cafe that we used to go to here. Now a rather upmarket hotel, which appears to be open. So some chairs out there, lights on inside, and lights on inside the rooms there. So that's interesting. This is called the Donna Beach in Portals now. So let's just have a little look over. There used to be another bar actually down here. This used to be a bar just here. And there you go, there's the nice little sandy beach. And this is the Portals Nous beach. And that is Plaza España. The next beach, which is round the bay there, is just round the headland. That's a new beach. It wasn't actually a beach when we first came to the island 40 years ago now. And the breeze is picking up again. Anyway, I'm going to go up these steps. There is a way to walk around, but it's not the safest of ways, and there is actually a sign that says danger. Let's see. I think it just needs whoever's in charge of this area to come tidy it up a little bit. A little bit of work, and that would help. But you can see the sign here actually says don't pass. But, areas where there might be high risk of detachment. I think I might fall into the sea. Well, I'm not going to lean on the rail because it does look as though it might detach. But it does give lovely views as you walk around, so it would be nice to have this more safely available. Lovely clear water down there. A bit chilly at the moment for a swim. It is very uneven here, so you do have to watch your step. Oh dear. Oh, I thought I couldn't go any further. Looks like the trees come down. So It wasn't like this last time. It's actually pulled some of the fence down, so you can see what I mean about it being a little bit precarious and a bit dangerous. These pine trees, they're not very well rooted. We've just had a lot of wind with some rain as well, so could well have come down in that. And the rest of this path is very uneven. Just in the distance I can actually see an orange buoy, or orange float. I'm thinking that might be somebody out diving, swimming. They usually have those to indicate that they're below the water, quite often with a spear gun onto an octopus. Oh yes, there is somebody out there. Somebody out swimming over there. Amazing. Anyway, onward and upward. More signs here of tape. And bees. This is a beehive here. And there are lots and lots of bees around, even though it is very, very cold. Leave them to do their work. Just looking down there. There's a little bit of a swell, but no big waves. Just before we came out, I was reminiscing and looking back at some old photographs from when we used to go surfing in Portugal, and there you used to get some really big waves. We don't tend to get those here in Mallorca. Big house opposite there, and yet there's still somebody swimming in the sea over there. Carry on up. This path's a little bit better, and even evidence of a street light here, but I don't think it works. Wouldn't want to come this way at night time. More steps going down here. And here we come out again. It's a lovely view. It still feels chilly to me. The temperature's up to about 15 degrees. It's like two birds having a bit of a tussle then, a seagull and a cormorant. That's looking towards the Yetas and the island off of the Yetas there. There's a sailing boat and a support boat helping them along. It's nice, fairly clear over there. I normally come along here when Anissa's at her knitting group. She hasn't been at that since before Christmas, so, and she won't be going for another week or so yet. Onward and still upward. Getting near to the top now though. The tree I've often thought would have fallen down. It seems to hang on. And then through we get. Again, it's fairly calm on this side. We've just come round through to the beach that people often refer to as being the Portals Nous beach, but I suppose this is the Puerto Portals beach. I was thinking of going down the steps here and then walking along the beach, but I think I might get my feet wet. Maybe I won't do that. Lots of cats around. As I've driven through Bendinat, I've seen lots of cats. Lots and lots of wild cats here in Mallorca. And there was a beach bar down there, that's gone. They removed them for the winter months. The one that actually was on the beach has gone as well, but the one that was by the sea, that too has gone. And then they get rebuilt when the season starts. Oh, we've now got 2 sailing boats out there. They'll be having their sailing lessons. And the diver's still out there. He's got some huge flippers on his feet. I can see every now and again they pop out of the water. Let's see if I can get a photo. Oh, no photo, I forgot to bring the camera. Usually put it in my pocket. And we just got one boat moored here, and then just in the distance we've got the Puerto Portals. I'm going to make my way up to the village. There are actually a few people on the beach, not many, but just a few little groups there. There used to be years ago a little kiosk here, like a beach bar. And I'm pretty sure that used to be a beach bar as well, or a little bar of sorts. Oh, the bell tolls 3 times, it must be 3 o'clock. Another one of those cats. So before this beach was here, the sand that is, it used to be a string of pebbles that went along, and a very rough cliff face, very rough, because it's basically sandstone and very loose. Well, they did actually chip away at it a bit, smoothed it off, and then covered it with this steel mesh, which is pegged down, and that's to hold the rocks in place and to encourage the growth of different vegetation. And it's had some success. I think they were hoping for a lot more vegetation to grow in order to stabilize it. The sand on the beach has changed as well. It was uniformly wide all the way along, so all the way from this end all the way there was a uniform width of sand. But there must be a small current that has actually dragged the sand from this side and dumped it on the other side, so it's got a little bit wider over there, and it's virtually disappeared at this end. And at some times of the year there's even more sand over there, so I think we may have lost a little bit to the sea. I think the beach looks a little bit narrower than it normally is. Not sure whether that will come back. Time will tell. I'm going to make my way up towards the church up there. Get another very uneven piece of ground, but there is a defined path and a gate, and service vehicles do come in to empty the bins and the like. And then this rough track will take me up to the church. Sun's trying to peek through, but it's certainly struggling at the moment. When I get to the top and get settled down, I want to tell you about an email I received yesterday. Perhaps the most touching of emails. Nearly there, there's the church. Well, if it was this time last year and I was trying to do this, I think I'd be struggling, but not too bad now. Look at the size of that gull. And here we are, overlooking the island. Portal's house. And there's a bench here for me to sit on. So the email I was telling you about, I received from Michael, and Michael was telling me he's from Leeds in Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, and he was telling me that he'd been suffering from cancer and undergoing treatment for some time now. And one thing that's really helped him is watching the videos. And he said when he's having his treatment, he watches the videos and it just makes him feel that much better. Particularly when we do the walks through Palmanova, where he and his family have been going to for many, many years. And it was a really heartwarming email, and I do hope and wish him every success in his treatment. And hope that he can come back to Palmanova very soon, and we can do the walk together, and we can smile about past times and past struggles, and hopefully that he'll make a full and complete recovery and be able to bring his family here again. So Michael, all the best, and thank you very much for that email. It really lifted me up yesterday, and well, I hope you and your family all the best for 2025. The breeze is just picking up a little bit again. It's actually just behind me. I quite often just come here and I just sit and just watch the world go by in front of me. I like to watch the boats. Not many of them today. the aeroplanes coming in. The breeze is coming quite strong again now. There's lots of little birds come around. Don't know if they're expecting me to feed them. Don't know. Just have a little look over towards the port, and then I'll make my way into the village and then back down to the car. It's Puerto Portal, so you can see a couple of little sailing boats going into and coming out of the water. They're having their sailing lessons on a Saturday afternoon. Get the day right. So I'll go up past the church and into the village. There are some, well, there's a path and some steps that can take you down to the beach if you want to go this way. There is a gate, but I don't think I've ever noticed it being locked. Maybe at night time. And there are gates here. Never used to be gates. And it's even got a surveillance camera, CCTV. In the summer they'll have the mass outside, and during COVID they had the masses outside as well. The actual car park to the church is now gated off. Pedestrian access is okay there. Children's park down there. Used to take the children. I particularly remember taking Serena there as a baby in a pushchair. I think Adam and Lara would go and play on the swings. King Richard III School, used to be the American school. ASM originally, I think, and then AIS. ASM, American School of Mallorca. AIS was the American International School. And then there used to be some houses and apartments and things along here, which have all been well and truly demolished. Saturday, no work going on today. Big hole down there, very big hole, and well, the wall's disappeared here. Just put the camera up above there so you could see what was going on just around here. Little gaps. Oh, they actually started putting footings in now so that they'll start to lay the concrete. So it is progress is being made. Some steps over there that have been made since I last looked here. It's yeah, we can definitely see some progress. What I hadn't noticed before is that there's access to this building site through the car park. That's a road that goes down to the beach, and there's a car park about halfway down. There we go, that's the King Richard III International College. Oh yeah, good view of the footings there. An immense amount of rock has been removed. It's going to be quite some structure when it's done. If you want to find out more, it's New Pearls Development at www.pearlnatucha. You can look that one up on the internet. So when we first came to live in Mallorca, we lived down by the beach, just about less than 100 meters from the beach. And then we moved to a house just down there, and we lived there for quite a few years before we moved up to Hanover, where we've lived even longer. Hanover is very much our home now, although we still come back to Portals Nous, because that's where we spent a lot of time. We lived in the village for about 13 years, so we became quite part of village life. And at this time of the year, yesterday was San Antonio, and on the eve of San Antonio they would have a bonfire, which well, actually would be in this square, which they've had. I can't believe it. They've actually had the bonfire here for San Antonio. I did see in the paper that they were planning to do one. But what they do is they put down a pile of sand and then put the wooden logs on the top of it and light a bonfire. And just across the road you can see the remains of it. It's probably damaged the trees a little bit, but well, still goes on. I've seen it get so hot it's cracked the glass in the bus stop over there. Nice to see Chimelli's open again, and I'm guessing that when Anita's back we might be calling in there for either for a coffee or for one of their breakfasts. Chimelli's just a nice place to go to. Again, it wasn't Chimelli's when we first came here. In fact, there was no covered terrace. It was all an open terrace when we first arrived. It's called Buena Vista. We had a good view of the village. But all the shops there closed on a Saturday afternoon. So most of those will be open on Monday. Monday's not a public holiday here in Portals in Calvia. It is a public holiday in Palma. So in Palma on Monday you'll find that most shops are closed. There'll be just one or two open. I think El Corte Inglés is one that's open for short hours. When we lived in Portals Nous, sort of a Friday night ritual pretty much was to walk down here and to go to the Pizzeria La Opera, and that's how we'd finish our week, with pizza, their famous garlic bread and cream spinach. We used to love that. Make my own now, but I see that it's up for sale, up for traspasa. There you go. That San Antonio barbecue that I was talking to, like a bonfire, what they do, they get the bonfire lit and get it down to the red embers, and people would bring their own grills and The supermarket used to provide sausages and bread for you to go and cook. But I remember one year they did it here on this car park, and they even had a band playing, I think. I just got to go down this way. Could go down there and then down Avenida America. But I'll go along here for a change. I was trying to get out of the breeze, because I know it did make a mess of the sound yesterday. It sort of kept blowing up, and it was very strong wind. Luckily that doesn't happen too often. I'm up, now I'm going to go down again. Used to come and visit a friend who had a house here, Peter. Sadly, Peter's no longer with us. Would have been his birthday this month as well. Lovely man. I hope Sarah's doing well. And hopefully we'll see her soon when she comes out to Mallorca. And now I'll go down. It's quite steep path over here down in front. It goes to the right, and that takes you to the King Richard School, so I've done like a big circle. But it runs out and disappears on this side, so you just need to cross over. Quite astonishing how much building work over the years has gone on, because this block didn't exist when we first came to live here. And some of the houses on the other side were not there. And the hill, that used to be Anita's exercise every morning. We got a baby, and she used to push the pushchair up this hill, and it's a very steep hill. Every day just to go to the shops. A few steps to go down, and take me back down to the bottom of the hill. We're actually by this Donna hotel. That hotel actually changed a lot. It was, I don't know, a 2 or 3 star hotel. Now it's gone up. I'm not sure how many stars it's got now. And underneath the name, there are not any indicated. Usually they like to celebrate their stars. I'm going to cross over. Done a nice job enclosing some of the areas up there. I think that might be like the corridors that lead to the rooms. The wind's picking up again. Lots of steps here. Again, I don't think it was steps before. I think it might have just been a road. nearly at the bottom. And the building on the left used to be a tourist type shop and sell you an ice cream or a rubber ring. It's now an estate agent. What an amazing place to have an estate agency. Well done. Right, now we're back right by the sea. And it's still calm, and it's a little bit sunny down here. And the man is still, I'm assuming it's a man, is still in the sea swimming over there. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little video around Porter's house. I certainly have. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.
Yay, Granddad! Hello?
Who's that?